Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. You know what you have to do. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Yes.
Hello? This is he. Well, you see, I have this memory condition, so I probably wouldn't remember you anyway. In fact, I'm having a hard time remembering what I'm supposed to do right now. Look at my Polaroid. Why would anyone have a Polaroid? These things are extinct. Polaroid photos in my pocket. That's right, I review movies. I'm like a huge movie fan. That's right. I fucking love movies. Hey, thanks, man. You made me remember my whole life. I'll probably forget it in like 8 seconds, but thanks. Speaking of which, I have to go and film a review. Bye!
Wait, where was I?
Memento was directed by Christopher Nolan and stars Guy Pearce as a very psychologically damaged individual. He is dealing with very short-term memory loss. He can't remember anything after a very short time. He forgets everyone that he knows almost instantly. He has to be reminded of things all the time. He takes pictures of things, Polaroids, to remember things. He writes notes down on them. And this movie is one of my favorites. I've loved it for many years, and I'm really excited to talk about it. In 2005, when Batman Begins was coming out, a lot of my friends weren't very excited about it, and I can't really blame them because the last one was Batman and Robin. But because of movies like Memento, I had a lot of confidence when I heard that Christopher Nolan was going to be directing Batman Begins. My friends hadn't seen Memento, and I was really championing it, and I was trying to get them to watch it, and eventually they did, of course. And it's one of those movies where the first time you see it, if you know nothing about it going in, this movie will blindside you. It will take you by such surprise because of how clever it is. There really is no other movie like Memento, and that's something I love about it, and that's something that you can't deny. This movie is wholly original, and that's rare. That's really rare to find a movie that truly is as original as Memento. Our main hero is Leonard, played by Guy Pearce, and as I said, he has extreme short-term memory loss. Things fade almost instantly. He's also trying to solve a murder, that of his wife's. She was raped and killed, and because of this incident, he attacked one of the killers, and he got hurt, and now he can't remember anything for very long. So he has tattoos all over his body that are helping him solve various crimes. When he discovers what he thinks are facts that will lead him to the killer of his wife, he tattoos them to his body so that he can never forget them. He conditions himself to remember how to be a person still. Because one of the plot holes with this movie is, how does he remember that he has this condition? How is he not just some guy wandering on the street constantly forgetting everything? How is he able to maintain some level of credibility as a human being? Well, he talks about it in the film, actually. He was able to condition himself mentally through repetition, through instinct, to do these things over and over again so that he can remember how to live, and specifically remember what he's living for now, which is revenge. If all of this isn't confusing enough as a narrative, the real impressive thing that Nolan was able to do with this movie is play the movie completely out of order. There are black and white scenes that are sequential when he's talking to someone on the phone, and you learn about a past history with a man who had serious memory problems and his wife who was trying to get insurance from Guy Pearce's old insurance company, which is what he used to do. So the black and white sequences are in the correct order, but the colorized sequences are in complete reverse order. So you get all those scenes split up like that, and the movie plays reverse chronologically and forward chronologically. Which is why you cannot just watch this movie once. I've watched this movie probably 20 times, and I've loved it more and more every time I watch it because inevitably I discover something new every time. And that's the genius of this movie. With the film being structured like that, as well as the intentional continuity errors that Nolan has inserted into the film, it makes you feel like you have Leonard's condition. Like you're just struggling to find all the pieces to assemble a cohesive narrative. And it's so brilliant. It's rather ingenious, actually. And Memento is a film that if you haven't seen and yet you have an appreciation for movies, you have to see it. It's one of those musts. This is a Fight Club. This is a 12 Angry Men. This is a Pulp Fiction. Memento, in my mind, is one of the best movies ever made. It's a must for film fans, and that's why I'm not going to get into spoilers. If you haven't seen Memento, because I feel like some of you maybe haven't, and I don't want to ruin it for you, I do want to talk about Guy Pearce. He is so damn good in this movie. I think this is one of the most underrated performances of the 2000s decade. I think he's brilliant in this movie. He rattles off lines so fast and with such ease. It feels like he is just such a natural presence in this movie. And if you ever actually have been on a set and watched the way actors work, you know how difficult it is to sometimes get really long monologue sequences out with no problems. Guy Pearce makes it look like he's just strolling through the park. It's a fantastic performance, and I don't think it gets enough praise. Joe Pantoliano is also really entertaining in the movie, as is Carrie-Anne Moss. In the end, what Memento proved to me a long time ago, the first time I saw it, is that you do not need a gigantic budget to make a great film that can inspire an entire generation. You can make a great film if you have a great story, and if you have talented people working with you. And Memento is one of the shining examples of that. It's a fantastic film. It's mind-bending. It's original. It's extremely, extremely exciting filmmaking. I'm going to give Memento an A+. So guys, thank you so much, as always, for watching this review. I really appreciate it. Look forward to my reviews of The Prestige as well as Insomnia, which I'm going to be doing with my friend Matt Brando. I can't wait to bring those reviews to you guys. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. And if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.